The rain came down. The author who wrote the words in this story is David Shannon. What do you see on the front cover of this book? I see a man in a rain suit and a chicken and a cat. The man looks happy. The chicken does not. What about the cat? How do you think he's feeling? Kind of hard to say. Let's turn the page and see if we can find out what happens in this story. The rain came down. On Saturday morning, the rain came down. It made the chickens squawk. Look at it, fell right on his beak. Look at his face. How do you think he's feeling? His eyes are kind of crunchy. Looks kind of angry to me. The cat yowled at the chickens, and the dog barked at the cat. Woof! And still the rain came down. They seem like they're all in a bad mood, yelling at each other. The man yelled at the dog and woke up the baby. Mwah! Stop all that yelling, shouted the man's wife. The dog barked louder. Woof, woof! And still the rain came down. It sounds like a lot of ruckus going on. A policeman heard the noise and stopped to see what was wrong. His car was blocking traffic, and half a block away, a woman squirmed in the back of a taxi. She's like, come on. Oh, look, he's holding the chicken knocking on the door. So he's blocking the traffic so the cars can't go behind him. That might not be very good for people. Hurry up or I'll miss my plane, she told the taxi driver. So he started honking his horn. Honk, honk. The truck driver in front of him got mad and started honking back. Honk, honk. I have tomatoes to deliver, he shouted. Man, everybody's in a bad mood. They need to start and take a breath. The ice cream man heard the honking and turned up the music on his van. Jingle, 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 went his music. Slap-a-day-slap went his windshield wipers. And still, the rain came down. Do you think he'd sell much ice cream in the rain? The owner of the beauty parlor came out to see what all the fuss was about. She bumped into the barber coming out of his barber shop, and they began to argue. Up on his ladder, the painter grumbled, I can't paint in the rain. He started to climb down and bonked the barber in the head with his can. Ouch. Now all three of them were arguing. Uh-oh, now they're all fighting? Next, the baker stepped out of his bakery. My roof is leaking and my cakes are getting wet, he moaned. He opened his umbrella and poked the pizza man in the nose. So they joined in the bickering too. Now they're fighting. Oh my goodness. A boy ran by chasing a small boat down the stream in the gutter. He splashed a little girl, and she began to cry. Ah! And still, the rain came down. Geez, all these upset people over the rain? How do you feel when it rains? The grocery man stomped out onto the sidewalk and yelled, Where is that delivery truck? I need my tomatoes! Do you remember where the tomato truck was? He was waiting by the ice cream truck, remember? He ran into a lady coming out of the clothing store and knocked her boxes into her fruit stand. Uh-oh. Oranges and apples and lemons bounced down the sidewalk. And still, the rain came. Uh-oh. Do you think the little boy with the rain hat is going to help the lady with her fruit? That would be kind. The policeman walked back to his car. "What is all the ruckus about?" he asked. The whole block was honking, yelling, bickering, and barking. And then the rain stopped, and so did the noise. The sun came out, and the air smelled fresh and sweet. Everything shimmered, and a rainbow stretched across the rooftops. Can you see the rainbow? There it is. How do you think everyone is feeling now? Do you think they're as angry as they were before? "It's much too nice a day to be arguing," said the baker. "I have cakes to bake." "And I have pizzas to make," said the pizza man. "I could use a shave while my building dries," said the painter to the barber. They went inside. Now everyone's going to get along just because the sun stopped or the sun came out? The policeman said, "Everything looks A-okay here to me." What's in his sunglass reflections? The rainbows. And he drove off in his car. The woman in the taxi decided she had time to have her hair done before her trip, and she went into the beauty parlor. So the lady with the boxes got into the taxi and went home. So she gave her taxi to the lady carrying all those bags. That was kind. The truck driver told the grocer, "I have your tomatoes." "Wonderful," said the grocer. "But first, I have to pick up this fruit." So he's helping the lady pick up the fruit. The little girl and boy helped him. So he bought them each ice cream cones. And the ice cream man gave them each an extra scoop because it was such a nice day. Oh, look, so the boy in the raincoat did help pick up the fruit. He was being helpful, so he was rewarded with ice cream. Then the man, his wife, and their baby had a picnic together in the backyard while the dog, the cat, and the chickens slept in the warm afternoon sun. Look at them all sleeping. They were the ones that started the ruckus. How do you feel when it rains? Does it make you get into a bad mood, or do you enjoy the rain?